That was a tough locker room to be in just now. Obviously these kids worked so hard all year, and they really wanted that championship. But hats off to North Carolina Central for winning the championship. I wish them well in the NCAA tournament, but
Questions?
How difficult was it having a 10-point halftime lead and to be that close and it not happen?
It's tough at the end of the day. The 10-point lead at half, like we talked yesterday, there's still 20 minutes left to go in the game, and that's the thing that we were telling everybody at halftime, that there was still 20 minutes left. A 10-point lead at half is not really a huge lead. 10-point lead at 5 minutes left, maybe, not even that much time, left. It's a pretty sizable lead, but 10 points at half wasn't, the greatest of leads. And I told them, and they'll tell you that I said we have to play better in the second half. I said we have to play better. We have to play better. I said that about 5 or 6 times, and we did it. And we played well defensively. We held them to 34% in the second half, which was even lower than their first half. But we shot 18% from the field, and that's not going to win too many games shooting 18% from the field in the second half.
What was the last play designed to do? Obviously, that wasn't kind of what you were hoping to get.
It was going to be a stagger screen, hit the elbow, and then a screen away for the shooters on the weak side.
What was the biggest reason, Coach, for their run? I know you said shooting percentage had a lot to do with it, but what was the biggest reason for their run? And did you feel, when it was tied up, when you guys fell behind, was there any sense among the team of tenseness at all?
Yeah, I saw a little bit, and once again, it was when it was 47-40. I forgot how much time was left on the clock. It was 47-40 in the huddle that we had. It was a big, hey man, we've been here before. Honestly, let's fight. Let's fight. I think actually it was 7:33 on the clock, because we always say that if you're down the points that, say if you're down 7 with 7 to go, you're okay. You're in good shape. That's what really fueled us even back when the Howard game. We were down 24, and then we got down like 16 with 16 left, and we just kept chipping away. And then we got to a one-possession game. We had a great look at a 3. We had a great look at a layup. We had a post entry pass that went out of bounds, but that was a deep post position. So we were going to have some good looks. Another critical point was when we got them about to get them to turn the ball over, and then Alex Long touched the ball and went out of bounds when it was clearly over for the Central guys. That was a big play down the stretch too. That was in the last media timeout. But we just try to keep the guys encouraged. Because at the end of the day, I tell them that they're a special group. They've done something that 21 other teams at Norfolk State haven't done, and that's clear the regular season. It's been 21, 20. We've been in 22 years of existence, and only one other team has done that. So I guess we say 20 other teams haven't done what these guys have done. They got the second most wins in school history. So the thing I tell them is that you're gonna go out here and people are gonna get mad at you, and who cares? It's like fans are supposed to be they're fanatics. It's short for the fanatic, which is borderline crazy. So, that's what it is. They're going to say whatever they're going to say, and it doesn't matter because, the black and white is the black and white. You have 21 wins. You're a good basketball team if you're able to get a 20-plus win season, especially with the schedule that we play. You're a good basketball team to get 21 wins out of the MEAC. I'll tell you that much. So, I don't want this to be our defining moment, because we've done so much good throughout the season that this shouldn't be our defining moment. And we still have another game to play somewhere. We won't find out until tomorrow, but we still have another game to play somewhere. So we have to kind of corral these emotions and get ready to play again probably in 3 or 4 days.
Guys, what's... Oh, I'm sorry.
Speaking on that, you have gone through that before going to the NIT, so what did you learn from that past experience that can help the guys as they try to rebound from today as well?
See, the last time, Steve, it was like, we lost in the quarterfinals, like the very first game, 16-0. So maybe we had more days to try to get over this funk, so I got to really figure this thing out for the next 3 or 4 days, because by the time we played in the NIT, it was almost a week after we lost, and we actually played pretty well. We lost to Virginia by a couple points or whatever it was. But, losing in a championship game by this is like, we really got to be creative to get that fire back to play whoever, we're going to play.
For the guys, what's
Coach Jones.
I was going to say, what's going through your heads as players right now? You're proud of the season you've had, obviously, but you know, how are you guys holding up right now?
It's tough right now. It's a tough feeling. Honestly, I mean, we wanted to win it, but you know, we got another game. But right now, it's very tough for us right now.
Coach Jones, I'm just curious. Jameson was hit 7 3-pointers last time y'all played Central. Was he hurt or?
He's hurt.
Okay.
He's hurt. You know, like it's not the NBA that you give out an injury report
That's
for
right.
the game.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You know, he's hurt. You know,
Got, okay.
I wouldn't put a second team on MEAC out on the bench for that long.
Okay, thank you.
You know.
And good luck in the NIT also. And y'all, and guys, y'all hold y'all heads up also.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
What's wrong with him?
Ankle. Was it ankle?
Ankle.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't fine last night. He just happened to it wasn't as bad as it was today. It was like he was just playing kind of on adrenaline last night when it happened. And then after that adrenaline wears off, everything else, you know, you feel it now, you know. So that's why defensively, he really couldn't do much for us. And, you know, we all know Jameson has great elevation on his jump shot. And he couldn't even move to get the ball, to get open, if you noticed, you know, the game.
Yeah, because he didn't even move on the last play. He was just in the corner.
Yeah, he didn't move. Yeah, he couldn't move.
How frustrating was that? Basically, your best weapon not available to you.
It's very frustrating. When you come into a championship game, you want to have all your bullets in the chamber. You know, I mean, it's a fight. You know, it's a battle. We know it's going to be a battle with Central. You know, and for us to be, you know, to have one of our main weapons not working against a team, you know, of a good team. You know, so and Jameson a lot of times, you know, he only averages 11 points, but he brings so much attention to himself that if he just hits 1 3, everyone is nervous that he's going to hit 7. You know, so it's like everything opens up for us. But when he can't even get the ball to even move, to shoot it, you know, and he took, you see, 0 shots. He had to take 0 shots all game. I mean, all year. He took 0 shots. 0. And that's not because we don't give him the ball. You know, we want him to have the basketball. You know, clearly from, you can see it's all year, you know. But he couldn't move. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's the kid's safety, the kid's health, which is more important than, you know, the game. I know a lot of people want the game and you want the outcome, you want the victory, you want the song and dance. But, you know, as a coach, you know, you try to prepare these guys for life, but also you care about their safety. I mean, these are like my children. You know, I wouldn't play my son, you know, out there with a bad foot that might hurt him, you know, in the long run. So, you know, Jameson, he just wasn't available for us tonight.
Coach, how big of a momentum, it seemed like you guys were going to, there was a bit of a spark with the Jordan Butler put back on the dunk.
Which was a bad call. Bad call. Bad call.
I mean, just tell me about, like, did it feel like it kind of took some of the wind out of your sails?
I mean, I forgot exactly when that play happened, but I think we came and got another stop. If I remember correctly, and, you know, we pushed the ball, and I think that's when Whitley missed the layup, I believe, which would have made it a 1-point game. And now you really put the pressure on, you know, on them to execute. Because down the stretch, I mean, honestly, they do a great job of executing, but down the stretch they weren't really executing that great. But we weren't executing. You know, we would get attempts, you know, from the tip out of bounds to the missed layup to, I know Kelly had a wide open 3. That's actually the only shot he missed all game. You know, he had a wide open 3. And we had a couple other guys that, you know, some good things. We had, like I said, the entry pass to Alex Long. He had a deep post position, and we'll give that to him all day. But it was a lot of things that happened after that dunk. But that was a critical 2 points, and it's a shame that you can't review stuff like that in that situation. But you know, rules are the rules.
Guys, with you having the NIT bid locked up, I know this is a game that you guys will think about for a long time, replay things, but how do you guys move forward knowing that you have another game to play and, you know, kind of put this one behind you?
We want to move on quickly because, you know, we got another game next week. So, I mean, right now everybody's down and upset, but we know that we got another game. We're going to try to get over it.
One more question?
Did Nick just have a bad day, or did they just shut him down?
Yeah, bad day. And that's the thing that we try to corral in the locker room, because a lot of guys are blaming themselves individually. You know, it's like, you know, he's blaming himself. Derek is blaming himself on an injury. which you can't blame yourself on an injury. Injuries is something you can't control. You know, Butler's blaming himself, you know, for, you know, doing whatever, you know, I don't know exactly what he did, but, you know, and I'm telling them that we shot 4 for 22. You know, it wasn't one person. You know, we got out-rebounded by 12. You know, it wasn't just one person. And that's the thing that we're trying to get over in the locker room, is that these guys are really, you know, banging their heads that they didn't play as well as they would like. But I told them also is that, you know, we had 4 all-conference guys, even though we had no first-teamers. You know, without that, we wouldn't be in this position that we are anyway. You know, we wouldn't have 21 wins. We wouldn't have a regular season championship. We wouldn't have another game in NIT without those guys playing the way they played all year. So don't bang your head on, you know, having an off night. You know, because there's more to that, you know, than everything. I mean, it's a shame it happened today, but without those guys playing well all season, we wouldn't be here.